We at eRevMax, we are popularly known as our product Red Tiger. So we are the pioneer in this industry for last 20 years. We have been here since 2001. So yes, technology has changed. We have evolved as per the customer requirement, and main three features that we have right now is connectivity, price intelligence, and business analytics. Now, we all know that any hotels, they do use multiple technology tools right now. I mean, they might use multiple channel managers, they might use multiple services, features, everything. So what they need is basically a hotel needs maybe a two-way PMS connectivity, a channel manager, booking engine, rate intelligence, and analytics. So what we did is we combined everything in our CRS tool, and here's our solutions. We have a 360-degree online platform from where we can actually offer a seamless connectivity for both ARI update and reservation delivery for the hoteliers. We have a real-time rate and performance daily track when it comes to rate shopping. We have an integrated hotel technology platform which is known as Live OS, from where it's most benefited for the chain of hotels to actually see how the reporting works out there and what they can get from all the reports out there. And last but not the least, we have the meta search and reservation platform for the travel agents as well. Now, as a channel manager, we do declare we are smart, simple, and intuitive. Reason being, number one, as I said, we have a seamless update. I mean, the rate and availability and restriction update we get from the PMS and we deliver it to the OTA extranet. We have the allocation management with the inventory pool method. Like whenever there's a reservation coming in, it automatically reduces the inventory in both PMS at our end. We can manage restrictions. You can go ahead. You can manage policies. You can do the room closure. You can do the property level closure from our tool. And of course, the most important fact where the hotels do take channel manager is minimize overbookings. So we actually sent an alert as well. We have the automatic emailing system. We can send emails to the hotels stating, hey, your inventory is down to this. So they have a lot of benefits. The hotels have a lot of benefits from our application to choose what alerts they want to receive when it comes to inventory. Pooled inventory is something that all the hotels look forward, because we can actually go ahead and they publish all their rooms to the inventory to all the booking channels. So what happens whenever a reservation comes in, we automatically update in both the PMS CRS and also at our tool. Now this is the group level dashboard. So what I did is I've embedded a snippet from application, because we have 2 to 3 different applications. So this is the first one. That's the Live OS analytics tool that I'm talking about. So instead of going through different tools, I have embedded the snippets in one application right here in this presentation. So this is the group level dashboard that you're seeing right now. So this is a group level dashboard being done from 23 hotels of Indonesia. So it's all data. It's a demo data. So it's nothing live, nothing real. So just for your understanding. So what you can see in this screen is that there are a lot of things for the hoteliers to gauge, and this is made from our database. So at the left-hand side, you can see what are the rate priority instances this group of hotels has, the count of the rate priority instances, unanswered reviews, surveys to respond, and the right side of the screen shows the overall revenue, that the total revenue which the hotel has managed, and the restaurant revenue, the beverage revenue. It gives you a complete breakup. So actually, in a nutshell, it will give you all the key actions which the hotel wants to do, which is pending from the hotel end with the selected group. If I go to another screen that I may share, it shows you different data, like from month to date to month till year, what are the revenue generated for the hotel. The action part of the dashboard, action points remain unchanged. It's already there. We have the Trust You dashboard as well. We have the closeout days, where which hotel has closed out which days, and in case they want to open, we have close and reopen a master close widget as well in this Live Voice dashboard. So there are lots about it in Live Voice dashboard, but I'm just covering the main important points. So the Trust You scores, rate parity instances, and the closeout dates can actually be viewed through this widget, through these KPI tiles, and the hotels can action accordingly what they need to do as the next course of action. In this rate priority instances, you can actually see that which hotel has been showing the rate parity instances, how many days of rate parity instances or how many count of rate parity instances. So the hotel knows, okay, when they logged into this live OS dashboard, they can actually see that, okay, this is my count of rate parity instances. Maybe this is happening because of some extranet or some site. I have not given that discount at that promotion. So let me quickly manage and let me quickly update the correct rates. So they are in parity once again. These are the unanswered reviews I was talking about. Like the most important part, like when a guest is leaving the hotel or the guest has checked out and has given a review. So it's very, very important for the hotelier to actually see what are the reviews for their hotel. And the reviews should not be left unanswered, because if it's a negative review, if it leaves unanswered, that actually spreads a negative word of mouth. Because if I am a guest and I am not so happy with the guest services in the hotel, so if I go ahead and give a negative review for the hotel, because I would want the hotel to take this as a room of opportunity and to go ahead and improve their services, which I didn't like for during my stay. But if I see that I have put down my reviews and it has been like 5 7 days and I have not got any response from the hotel, that's too bad. As a guest, I'll feel, and that's the way. Might be if someone asks me about that hotel next day, I'll say no, I don't think it's a good place to stay. So that's where the hoteliers should go ahead and should update and of course answer the reviews for the hotel's page. I mean, both the positive and the negative ones. So here is the widget and the tile which actually shows how can the guest, how can the hotelier be updated with the unanswered reviews and action accordingly. Next is the CRS flow. So one part I've covered in short, the live OS dashboard and how it looks like. I will of course show you again when I go to the major. I have the demo product also open. So if I get time, I'll also show you that. Now, as I said, the Red Tiger, we have a one-stop solution. We are CRS. So this is how the process flow looks like. So if the CRS in the middle, we get all the rate and inventory from the PMS and the RMS, the rate recommendations. So we as a CRS, we go ahead and we send the same rate and inventory to GDS, tour operators, OTAs, wholesalers, and meta search engines. And when it comes to reservations, we go ahead and we deliver the reservations into the PMS. So it's the majorly CRS, as you know, the center of the hotel ecosystem. The online distribution channels are taken care because we have integration about more than 400 OTAs, and we can go ahead and process the real-time ARI update to all the OTA extranets. And we actually connect to all the major key channels like Booking.com, Expedia, Airbnb, and so on. When it comes to GDS, yes, we are connected with Amadeus, Sabre, Travelport, which would help the hotelier to increase the corporate booking as well. Regarding the direct bookings, yes, we are connected to booking engines, and we have these booking engines to facilitate the hotels to get more and more reservations. And also, we are connected to meta search engines and the wholesalers as well, like GTA, Churico, Wiki Travel, just to name a few. The key benefits for this CRS setup will be the hotel can go ahead and they can distribute the inventory at a lower cost to multiple channels. They do not need to access extranet throughout daily basis. That's where the channel manager comes into picture. A hotel might be managing around 15 to 20 extranets. So why should they go ahead and why should they go to individual extranet to update the rates or close the rooms, open the rooms? They don't need and update inventory. They don't need to do that. They just have a channel manager, Rate Tiger, in place. So if they're connected through PMS, they just update in PMS. We take the rate and inventory data and we go ahead and update it in the OTA extranet. And also, this is the good way of maximizing the revenue through participating in the right mix of channels. This is a very simple CRS interface, which we as a hotelier, they can always go ahead and configure from their end as well. So just they add their property details, the photographs, the amenities, and they provide the tax rates and markup margin, commission. And by there, we can go ahead and we can set up the CRS interface. Any hotel we can set up in our CRS interface. So that's one thing I have covered for the CRS part right now. Next, a lot of hotels are actually worried about like if I'm in a region, if I'm in NYC, I'm a hotel in NYC. The folk, I will be very much worried that what is the competitor charging for the properties, and what are the rates. The maybe a hotel next to me, I know that they're getting more guests. Why are they getting more guests? I mean, what rates they're shopping? I mean, as a hotelier, I will be actually very inquisitive to know and how I have to manage the rates competitively to be competitive in the market. So this is where our shopper, our real-time competitive rate intelligence comes into picture. So we have a Rate Tiger shopper tool. So by the Rate Tiger shopper tool, we can actually enable the hotels can use to monitor the real-time rates. Their real-time rates, they of course they know about, but they can go ahead and they can see the competitor real-time rates. And we have different features enabled in our Rate Tiger shopper by where they can get alerts if a competitor is changing rates. So the few benefits of the shopper tools, as you can see here, right? They can review the marketplace. They can shop for multiple parameters. Like they can shop for gross rate, net rate, length of stay. Maybe they can differentiate. They can put different length of stay, and they can shop the reports. They can identify the rate movement. That's what I was talking about. Like they have a rate changing report and a rate change report. So what happens, as you all know, that there's a scheduler running in the background. So what happens if the competitor hotel has changed rate, and in the next scheduler which runs in my report, I get to know that yeah, that hotel has changed the rates, and that's how you can monitor your competitors as well. As I said, this is how the on-demand shopper looks like. So you can shop rates as and when you want. You can actually shop for multiple nights, multiple room type, rate plan at one go. You just select from the tool the options, and you can go ahead and you can shop. Yes, you can monitor competitors by the benchmarking report. So this will give you a graphical report as well, and you can go ahead and you can download them into PDF, Excel. So you can go ahead and fetch many reports from this on-demand shopper tool. Rate integrity thing is one of the most important thing. Like you have to have the same rates across all the brand website, OTAs, meta search, and other channels. So this is a very important thing that you can monitor through the on-demand shopper, and you can actually go ahead and you can accordingly take action what you need to do to have the rate parity, to be in parity. You can actually gross view the rates, different rates. As I said, the gross net rate or on-site rate was there in your brand website. So you can go ahead and you can fetch the report. You can see in the tool, the shopper tool, what are the reports as per your wish. I mean, as I said, gross net or as in the brand website rate. So that's a comparison of apple to apple, what you can do for shopper. Next comes the another module of Rate Tiger, which is known as RT Connect, and this is most popular in US and Canada region. I will say about 80% of the hotels, 85% of the hotels from US and Canada region are using this RT Connect module. This is a very simple module, and the hotels they can be rest assured they have the least manual task out here. Everything is automated. So what we do is once a hotel is subscribed to eRevMax Rate Tiger, on the onboarding time, we do this settings as a one-time task. The settings which is done in the Rate Tiger application tool, that's a one-time activity that's being done from the hotel end. We felicitate the hotel in the during the onboarding process, and once the setup is done, it's all done. It's actually all done, because after that it will be tasked for the hotels to update rates in the PMS interface, and we will fetch the data from background, and we will update the rates to the OTAs. When it comes to reservation, we will pick up the reservation from the channels and deliver to the PMS. That's what is described in this diagram. So what I did is I have embedded a few snippets from the tool, from the RT Connect tool in this presentation, but what I think I should show you live on the demo application. So let me go. Just give me a minute. Okay. So here is the live OS tool that I spoke in the before, that shows you different widgets like the demand score. Here is the actions, the reservation status, which you have right now, the sales target. So you have different widget, which would be very, very helpful for the hotelier. One hotelier might like, yes, I want this demand score. I really find it helpful. Someone may say that, no, I did the shopping demand. Someone might say sales target. So we have everything on one analytics tool, which the hotel, it's up to the hotelier. They can go ahead and they can, once they are subscribed to the Rate Tiger application live OS, they will have everything in this one interface, so that they can go to any widgets they like, which would be helpful for the hoteliers. So as you can see, that different tiles, which you see the reservation, these are all the data about what are the room nights sold, price analysis, shopping on demand. If I go to profitability, it also shows how much was the report of the profitability for the hotel from the OTAs or from the GDS. I'll take you straight away to the Connect application, which I was talking about. Okay, before that, let me show you. We also have a channel view out here. So you can actually go to channel view and you can view the details. Like, as I said, that from the Connect interface, we go ahead and we update the data to the extranet. So you can actually go ahead, you can see in the channel view what data has got updated out here. Okay. Now let me go back. Just give me a sec. This is the main page from where you can go to any of the hotel, and you will be logged into that specific hotel interface. So without taking much of your time, let me go to Connect, which is this is the RD Connect dashboard, which I was talking about. So it's a demo hotel. So yes, this is the interface as I was talking about. This is the first time setup that we need to do. So as you can see in this setup, it's a home page. You have the reservation mapping and reservation report. I'll come to that later on. But this is a settings page, which is most important. So on the first point, you see the PMS room type rate plan. So whatever room types you have in the PMS, the codes are very, very important, because the room type and the rate plan PMS codes will be talking to each other when it comes to the ARI update and the reservation delivery. It's one of the key factor. So these are the PMS room type and the codes which is out here, and you can see the rate plans as well. So once we have set up the PMS room type rate plan, we go to the next point, which is the channel room type mapping. Here it will show you all the channels which the hotels have taken through Rate Tiger. And we can see that if the status is verified, the status verified means the username and the password is correct. And under the active status, it's for the hoteliers to actually check which OTAs, the channels they will be managing through Rate Tiger. Now, the next part is the very, very crucial and the important part is the room type mapping. So suppose if I see the trip to go channel, on the left-hand side, I have the channel room type. So the channel room type is nothing but the extranet room type that you see from the extranet. So Rate Tiger, like any other channel manager, is a mirror image of the extranet. So whatever will be there in the extranet, we will just fetch the room from there. And accordingly, we can map it to the PMS CRS room type. So all the hotels need to do is click on the hourglass. It will go ahead and give him all the PMS room type rate plans that we have set up in the first page. Remember the PMS room type and the rate plans that they're in the PMS, and you can just map from here. So once all the mapping is completed, we just save. Sometimes we fetch, and it's a good practice for the hoteliers. We do encourage the hotels to fetch the room types, because sometimes we might not know and the hoteliers might not remember that they have done a room type rate plan change, maybe in Expedia, Booking.com. So it's very, very essential that whenever you do any changes in the extranet, be it the room type rate plan, you come over here, fetch the room type, and accordingly map them. Because if you don't map it, you will not be able to process the ARI, and the reservation would not be delivered to PMS correctly. So next we come to the rate management. From the rate management page, hold on, just give me a minute. Yes, so on the rate management page, we have the channel currency and the hotel currency. So rate weight, this is a very important setup. Now, a lot of hoteliers, what they want to do is, over in this page, we have different levels of rate weight. We have channel level, we have room type level with the occupancy level. So channel level is nothing but the markup of the margin set for this channel, for all the room type for the channel. On the room type level, we can go ahead and we can give a proper different weightage differential if the hotel wants. Like they might be saying the double room should have be 20%, $20 more than the queen room. So accordingly, you set the room type level weightage out here. Occupancy level, same thing. Might be the double rate is $20 more than single, or the triple may be $30 more than double. So accordingly, you put the rate weight out here. So what happens at the end when all the rate weight setup is done, and of course the last but not the least, the settings for allocation split. This is the inventory thing. So for this room, the hotel might want 50% of the inventory should actually go to the extranet. So they might have go ahead and update 10 rooms in the PMS, but basis the setting done out here, he might want to just update 50%, only 5. So that's the reason he has written 50% out here. So we will just go and update only 5 rooms to the extranet. Priority is also set out here. So if you want to prioritize any of the rooms for for you to get the reservations, you can prioritize. And of course, you can exclude. The exclude option was already there in the rate weight page. So suppose if client knows that this rate plan or this policy, I won't want to go ahead and update through Rate Tiger. So you have the luxury to go ahead and exclude that single room type rate plan from this page. So this would be mainly for the settings purpose. So on the onboarding process, we do set right from PMS room type rate plan to channel mapping to rate weightages to allocation split settings. Now, once all done and the hotel is good to go to update rate and inventory through Rate Tiger and also for the reservation delivery. So once the hotel is using this tool, the reservation mapping, I'll show you the reservation mapping. So in the reservation mapping, you can actually go ahead and see which is mapped, which is unmapped. Most of the channels, we all know they are auto map channels. So you don't need to do mapping out here. So whenever a reservation comes, according to the reservation room type, whatever mapping we have done before between PMS and the channel room type, the auto mapping will do happen out here. So you don't need to actually go ahead and do any manual task out here. Another good thing is the ARI exception log. It's not out here, but I'll show you from here. It's already out. So just give me a moment. It's not in this demo, sorry about it. So I can show you in the presentation itself. Yep. So if I go to the last slide, I have the ARI reservation, ARI exception log. So what I mean by ARI exception log is that normally when we go ahead and when we update ARI rates and inventory to all the OTA extranet, there are a lot of time failures do happen. So the hotel, of course, can come to our support and ask that what's happened, why the error has happened. But for the benefit of the hotel, we have embedded the same in the application itself. So as you can see, the ARI exception log, the first page that will show you how many instances have for rate, for different parameters have failed. So if you go to each individual parameters and click on that, it will actually show you which room type has failed, when you have updated, for which date you have done the update, and if you hover on the parameter value, it will actually show you the error response that we have got from the channel. And another best part is that you might go ahead and you might know that you have got some errors for Agoda or maybe bookings 7 days before. So you can actually go and there's a navigator given out here. So you can go ahead and you can just click on this navigator screen. You can search by the update date you have done, or you can search by the transaction date. You can choose the channels and you can actually see. And you can see over here, they're showing the reason: invalid access, connection error. It will show you all the errors out there. So last but not the least, about the pricing thing, when we go ahead and when we talk to the hotel and the hotel is interested for our product, we have flexibility in pricing as per the hotel wants. So we can go ahead and give them a subscription pricing that's calculated like per hotel, per channel, per month. We have the transactional pricing as well. So the hotel says, no, we don't want to go ahead and pay you a flat fee. We just want to pay you basis the volume of reservations. We go for transactional pricing, and we have the hybrid pricing as well. That's the combination of subscription pricing and transactional pricing. So last but not the least, the reason why a hotelier would choose Channel Manager's Rate Tiger is not only Channel Manager. As I said, that we are a one-stop solution. So we have Channel Managers, CRS, RE Connect, Booking Engine, Shopper, and Meta Search. We are 99.9% system time update because we value the system or the transaction process very much. So we keep our systems very, very much updated. We have a perfect monitoring in place. We have teams out here, internal teams who actually monitors what's happening in the back end, which hotels are giving failures. So our proact support team, we go ahead and proactively connect with the hotel and say, hey, we are seeing failures for this room type for this channels, and this is the error, and this is what you need to do to actually figure it to actually fix it. Now, we have 24 by 7 multilingual support in different languages, and the best part, and we boast about our support team because we are 24 by 7 our support team, and in addition to our support team you get the dedicated service manager for each and every property. So when it comes to US and Canada, I am the first point of contact for all the hotels, and after that it's been